Hello and welcome back to Citizen Pew. This is Citizen Pew Commentary, and today I'm going to be talking about a high-point carbine, as you saw in the title and probably saw in the thumbnail. And this review, I actually have a guest that went to the range with me, and she helped me put the first 200 rounds through this thing, and we had a good time. I gave her a code name, Milady Pew. I had to pick something that she'd agree on, so anyhow. But yeah, she's a longtime friend and goes to the range with me actually quite often. And to give you a little backstory, her and I did do our concealed carry permits together at the same time. And yeah, we both scored 99 out of 100. So yeah, she's not something to be messed with. Anyhow, so before we get started, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not sure, watch a few more videos. And then if you like the content, by all means, please hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's get into this. Here it is. This is the high point carbine we'll be talking about. And this is the model, I have it written down here, 4595. So it's 45 ACP. And yeah, I'm not too familiar with high points, but I'd seen a number of people talking about them, and I know a couple people who have them, and I said, you know what, I saw this at the store, $299.99, and I said, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I'll see what I think. Yeah, you know what, overall it's an interesting firearm for the price that you're paying. I don't know, I have a lot to say about it, and some suggestions to it, and we'll get into that. First, let's go check out their website. So we're going to go to my website, and we're going to go over to the links tab and high point right there. All right, so if you go under firearms, carbines, here is the 4595, which is the 45 ACP model. We're going to click that, and you can actually see here they come with there's a variety of packages I guess you can get. I didn't know this, but I just basically picked up the 4595 basic model. But they have part numbers here where you can get the attachments with it and all that. I have seen some of these in other people's videos. The Pro one here comes with 2 mags and a little mag holder for the stock, which is kind of neat. Anyhow, just so you know, those options are available. They also have it in camo colors. They got let's see here, a pink and desert kind of looking color, and looks like forest color, and some Yeti camo and winter camo. So they got a variety of skins, I guess you can get for it. So let's go into this model here and see what they say. There's a picture of it right there. I don't know if I can blow that up. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can zoom in. There you go. So if the view that I have in my video isn't good, you know, that's what it looks like if you haven't seen one. All right, so let's read about this thing. So the barrel length is 17.5 inches. The overall length is 32 inches. The weight is 7 pounds. Sights are fully adjustable. Capacity is 9-shot magazine standard. Stock, all weathered, black and hydro dipped, molded polymer depending on model. All right. All high point firearms, 45 ACP carbines are +P rated to accept all factory ammunition and feature. Here we go. Threaded, .578 by 28 barrel standard, all weather polymer skeletonized stock, free trigger lock, sling and swivels, internal recoil buffer in stock, Picatinny rails, fully adjustable sights, thumb magazine release, 100% American made parts and assembly, 9-round magazine, interchangeable with JHP 45 handgun. I guess that's their handgun. Manual thumb safety, and last round lock open. Another thing I found interesting about High Point when I was looking at their website is their warranty here. So it says all High Point firearms are covered by our industry-leading lifetime warranty. damage, age, plain old wear and tear. These things happen. When they do, High Point customers enjoy a lifetime, no questions asked warranty. And lifetime means just that. Free repairs for for the life of the gun, whether you are the first owner or the third. High Point service is fast, friendly, and expertly performed. So there you go. That's interesting to know. All right, let me get back to my screen here. All right, so while we were shooting it, there was a few things I noticed, and I'll talk to those here. Let me go over the basic features. So basically, it's a pistol grip, fixed stock, carbine length, 45 ACP rifle. The to cycle the action, the lever is here on the left, and let's see here. You got to have the safety off to be able to cycle it back. The magazine is in. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. The magazine is in, so if I get it all the way back, it does lock back like that. And once it's locked back, you will have to drop the mag out and either put a fresh mag in or no mag in to get it to go forward again. I will say this, you can see right here, there's a little circular spot. And this lever here has it's two pieces, and this thing just spins on it, which is pretty nice because you know, you don't have to grip it. But the bad thing about it is that I noticed is when you go back, it locks back, let's say, right? Well, take the mag out, and you can actually push this in. I don't know if you can see it. Let me give this angle here. You can push this part in, the free spinning part in, and it locks it back, and you can't do anything. It won't move at all, which I guess is a nice feature. But sometimes when you're out shooting it, I noticed it would lock back, and that would go in, and you'd be sitting, you'd put the new mag in, and you'd be kind of roughing it, and you had to remember to pull this out of that little hole to get the feed to reoccur. So not a big issue, but just something to note with the firearm that's different than anything else. The safety is here on the right. It isn't really thumb accessible. You really have to use your other hand to get to it, which for a carbine, I guess, is no biggie. You know, it's just right there, and then you can move your hand back. It has a rail on the bottom here, an extra, you know, a rail on the top, and a rail here on the front. I don't really know if I like this rail on the front. I haven't tried to take it off, but I'd be interested to know if it can be removed. It's kind of warped, and I don't know if that was just the model, the firearm I picked up, if it's warped or if they're always warped. The front sight too is not like pinned or anything. It's just got two Allen head set screws, and the same way with the height adjustment, it's just a little bolt here. I did notice after our trip to the range with 200 rounds, those did loosen up a little bit, and I had to tighten them. Might have to put some Loctite on these, but the thing is when you tear this thing down, to get it fully tore down and easy to clean, you need to take the front side off, and you need to unthread this to pull the front side off. Which goes into one of the other features that I was kind of, or one of the other things I wanted to mention about it. It is, it's not super painful to break down, but it does not break down particularly easy. But I wouldn't say it's the hardest thing I've ever, you know, had to tear down to clean. That said, there is a lot of areas inside here that just collect the debris. It gets pretty dirty inside after 200 rounds. So, you know, to each their own. But I'll tell you what, even with all that, even with how dirty it got, it still fired, just kept firing. So, you know, there is a lot of pockets though. That's the thing. There's a lot of pockets in there for it to get into. I went through a lot of Q-tips trying to get into all those spots. The breakdown is pretty, like I said, the hardest part is this piece right here. It takes a little bit of force to get going, and I didn't want to bend it. The pins come out pretty easy, which are, you can see right here, they have a little latch basically what you do is you push in on the pin, it takes the stress off, you pop the latch over, you do that for 2 of these, and then there's a pin right up here. You pull this up and the front part slides off, and that's pretty much how you get it all broken down eventually. And there's plenty of videos out there for breaking this thing down, so I'm not going to cover those. Some of the things I would change on this would be, like I said, to get rid of this rail up here. I don't really need this rail on the bottom. I think it'd be better to have rails on the side personally. But yeah, other than that, I mean, there's a lot of plastic, but it seems like it's pretty quality plastic, so I'm not going to give it too much grief on that. The stock here, it has a little absorber, which looks like one of those hand exercisers. I don't know if I really needed it. I think it would be, in my opinion, better to get rid of the spring function and make these adjustable, so for different people with different arm lengths, and then just put a rubber padding on the end. But you know what? It does what it is what it is. So I'm not gonna knock it too much for that. Anyhow, other than those things, it held up really well. Other than a few things coming loose, I had to tighten them up. It was really fun to shoot, though. I tell you what. Once we figured out the sights, you know, just moving target to target. It was, I think, you know, we missed a few times. I think that might have been this loosening up towards the end. But the front sight stayed pretty solid. Everything up in here was real tight. But man, I tell you what, we had a lot of fun shooting it. It was a blast. So, you know, for $299.99, that's what I paid for it. I don't know. It's for $299.99. I'm like, yeah, it's a fun little gun. And you know, I don't know about personal defense, home defense. This, you know, I have myself set up, and this isn't going to displace it. But if you were young or maybe financially strapped and $300 is what you could afford, I don't think this is a bad option, honestly. I mean, despite the few things I don't particularly care about it, it's a pretty nice little carbine rifle. Yeah. The only thing, it only comes with 1 mag, which is kind of a bummer. But you can go to the website, they have them for sale there. They also have the attachments that you saw on the various models for sale, and the little thing that clips on here that holds 2 spare mags. You can get a package, I think, on their website for that, which is the little clip and 2 spare mags. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna hit on it too hard. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty fun. So for $299.99, I think, if nothing else, the enjoyment you'll get taking it to the range, I think, is worth the $300. So, and the 9mm version is I think about $30 or $40 cheaper than the 45 version. So there you go. Anyhow, I'm going to show you the rest of the footage that we had at the range, and you can judge for yourself. But we were having some fun, so here's me and Milady Pugh.